All right, Pisces, let's see what's going on for you. Um, I'm getting the timing may be off for some certain things happening for you, and so you've kind of been struggling with not going into, let me adjust my camera just a little bit, not going into some old habits of putting your boundaries up so strongly with like your partner. So you're trying to be more patient with that. That was kind of the first little message that I got. Page of Wands. Ten of Swords. Justice. So there's messaging back and forth with someone. Three of Wands. King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn with the Libra here. That's a lot of cards. Let's get just one for Pisces, please. One for Pisces outcome. Thank you. And Five of Cups. So there's some messaging going back and forth about something that you want. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to say this. Some of you might have given an ultimatum to someone about a deeper commitment. I'm not saying that you're saying, like, you have to marry me, but it's like we have to move in together, or we can't move in together. There's some kind of, but I'm getting the sense that you have a decision to make about something going to a deeper commitment. And so there's like messaging going back and forth about this. You have some energies coming towards you, and there is stability and balance coming, but it's because you end something. There's a danger of things with Five of Cups being in the outcome position of you being really disappointed in something. And so if you're somebody who possibly does like you must do this, or be very, very careful with that, because you might get the or in this situation, okay? You know, Pisces is a deep well of emotion. 12th sign of the zodiac, so a lot of times your emotions can run really, really high and put you in a position where you've thought too much with your heart and not and didn't have that balance of head and heart, right? So Nine of Wands, Wounded Warrior, there's the Lovers again, and the Fool. You want somebody to take a leap of faith because you feel like, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it as kindly as possible. You might be playing the victim, and so be very, very careful how you are structuring your communication, because the person that you are speaking to might feel like you're giving an ultimatum of some sort. That also, you can flip those energies. It might be reversed. So take what resonates, but in the meditation and the pre-shuffle, I just got a sense of like a lot of times you will end things if you don't get what you want, and I can relate, as I am someone in the past who, if I didn't like something, I'd just get out of it. Sometimes we have to be patient. And I'm not saying if there's a bunch of red flags and it is not what you want, I mean, obviously, or you're being treated unfairly or poorly, obviously, make the right decision for you. But, think about those relationship patterns that you have, and make the right decision for your long term, okay? Look at the long view, is what I'm saying. Take the long view. So, yeah, I get like that quiet quitting. Some of you might be doing something online quietly to create some financial balance. The wheel is moving forward regardless. Page of Swords, Page of Wands. Definitely children involved. Might be blending families with someone. Okay, the Star, that's Aquarius energy. The moon, Cancer energy. Yeah, it's like you're wanting to move forward with someone. Maybe the timing is not right. So just consider that. The timing financially might not be right, and it might not emotionally be the right time, okay? Yeah, two paths. You choose the wrong one and you're going to be highly disappointed. Transformation energy here. You might need to just take a deep breath and sit with it for a little bit before making a decision there. Let's clarify the Three of Wands. So Hierophant. So look, the commitment will come if that's what you're looking for. It also could be somebody waiting for tenure. I just, that popped in. Somebody waiting for tenure. That will happen. But if you try to rush it or force it, it's not going to happen. It'll actually be the end. Justice at the bottom of the deck, and it's over here too. So it's like you feel maybe like things are not balanced and you're trying to force a balance when the timing is just not, it's not the right time. This could be a court situation for some of you too, in which that's been going on for a while. Somebody might be going to prison or jail, and that might be why the situation's getting forced. It also could be somebody breaking free, okay, from a very toxic situation, very toxic marriage or long-term relationship. Getting a sense that there's children involved as well. Yeah, Tower wanted to come out, and Ten of Pentacles. So it's somebody that you thought you were going to have like forever with, but came crumbling down. That's two paths, you all. There's two paths. There's one of least resistance, where things are peaceful, and one where there's a big blow up. And so Spirit is saying you might need to sit with this a while. Page of Pentacles, go slowly. Knight of Swords, like you're rushing in. If you move too fast, it's actually you're gonna be out in the cold. Okay? So let's clarify this Ten of Swords in the home environment. Just get a sense that you need to balance head and heart with that Justice card. So, ooh, that's a lot of burdens and obligations that are happening. So it's like you're wanting some relief and you think the answer is this when it's actually not. So really think about whatever demand you're giving and if that's the right course of action. Why are you making that decision, right? And that's that Death card coming out. Something's definitely ending with the Ten of Swords and the Death card. Death card attributed to the sign of Scorpio, so you might have Scorpio placements, might be dealing with the Scorpio. Let's clarify this Death card, though. What does this change? So, partnership. Seven of Wands. Okay, so somebody's got some really thick armor, and before you start saying that somebody is not giving you what you want, you might consider how they're perceiving you. You might not be letting them in. You might not actually be vulnerable to them, and that's where that resistance is coming from with them. Now flip those roles if you need to, because it could be the other way. But Devil, Hanged Man, I mean, so Capricorn, you're feeling very, very weighed down and like things can't change, like in suspension, trapped in suspension. I'm just going to say again, be careful what you wish for, be careful what you ask for. Let's clarify this Justice card. Knight of Pentacles. It's very slow moving towards justice and the truth. Very slow moving. For some of you that may have had a court situation going on for a long time, the resolution is coming. some of you might reconcile, and there might be like some mediation that helps with this situation. But I literally get that cliche, like the truth will set you free energy. And I think that came out in the Aries read as well. So I might check out the Aries read. It was a little while ago, but so yeah, there's that disappointment. Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, broken heart, Two of Cups. I'm going to say again, if you really like the person that you are with, or the person that you're involved with, be careful about what you're doing that might damage it long term. It's coming out really strongly in this read. And again, that might be the other way around. You know, if you're a Pisces and dealing with a Pisces, you know, or another water sign. I'm getting strong Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, strong Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could really be any sign, basically. Not getting a lot of fire in here, though. Not getting a lot of water, either. So, very well could be business related. So, be careful how you ask to move forward. So, Magician, you've manifested karma for some situation. Again, be careful what you ask for, because it might be more burdensome. Okay. King of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Eight of Wands. So Capricorn energy strong in this read, but there is some kind of communication, or I'm getting like this, somebody's keeping an eye on somebody, spying energy, where like, I'm going to say if there's a past situation, you probably need to let it go. Move on. Like there's something that you're hanging on to, not letting go of, with that devil energy there that keeps popping up. Devil in reverse. So you're breaking those chains. Breaking those chains. And, you know, you have Justice in the Magician, so it's like you're manifesting some change, which is good. It's a very healing energy coming from this section right here. And stability with that King of Pentacles there. So for some of you, this might be recent past, or it could be current, or it could have been, you know, a little while ago. I'm trying to remember the last read I did for Pisces, and I think it was the What's Their Damage read. But Hermit, Virgo energy, Eight of Cups, Four of Pentacles. Whatever you're doing, you're keeping it quiet, and you're doing it pretty much alone. I get a sense that you need to reach out to people that you trust for advice. Ooh, you know what? Ace of Wands, passionate new beginning that you've been dreaming about, and victory. Sit with it, whatever this is, okay? That's the urgent message from your spirit guides. If you really want this outcome, you need to sit with it and be patient. Don't force the issue. So let's clarify this Five of Cups and the outcome. So that is, you know, being disappointed, but also having hope that things will turn around. So let's see if it's more hope or more despair, okay? Clarify the Five of Cups for Pisces, please. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Okay, you all, there's definitely two paths for Pisces right now. There is a path of despair, and there's a path that's very hopeful and beautiful. You're going to have to really think about which one you want, and be careful with what you're doing. There's that Five of Cups again, you all. You are leaning in the direction of making not the right decision. So again, I'm going to say, be careful with ultimatums, be careful with demands. Two roads. High Priestess. All right. Pisces, Taurus energy with the High Priestess. And the High Priestess can be really any sign, but it's strong Pisces energy. And it's like, but that's truths unveiled, especially with the Two of Swords there, because you see she's holding one of the swords, and that's Archangel Michael's sword, okay? And the sword behind her is the wrong path. So it's literally like, you need to wait, because there is something you don't know yet that is holding off whatever is happening. Manifestations don't occur right away when we do them, okay? Sometimes they happen 20 years later, okay? So 15, 20 years ago, I prayed for somebody who was patient, kind, intelligent, whatever. And I've been with that person for 10 years and didn't even realize it until recently that that's who I manifested years and years and years ago. Okay. Sometimes we don't know until it dawns on us that this is what I asked for. Okay. So be very, very careful about how you word manifestations, because our intent is very important. Okay. And our it's not our timeline, it's the universe's timeline. Seven of Pentacles over here with divine timing. Things haven't been the right time. Ace of Wands, again, passionate new beginning because of an ending. It's choosing a path of peace. That is the biggest piece of advice I can give you from this read, is you need to choose to walk away from certain battles. Okay. Let's clarify with my personal oracle deck. Let's clarify some of these placements. So, yeah, so be careful with being demanding, okay? We want to command respect, not demand it. We want to command that by the way that we hold to our own value systems, okay? So hold to your value system, but don't be demanding, okay? Earth Star Chakra, that's the super root. It's the 0 chakra. So some of you might be Aquarius, Pisces cuspers, but also this is about anchoring ourselves, being rooted. It's also about our stability. You might need to get out into nature too. So karma, I attract that which I deserve from the universe. What is meant for you will not pass you by. It will find you. So, right, you don't rush things, don't force things. Take the middle path, as they say, right? Look into Taoism. Water takes the shape of the vessel it's in. Be flexible and adaptable. Okay, so Sit Still, Look Pretty by Daya, okay? Sit still. Take a bit to think about things. Listen to your intuition, right? Your intuition is correct. Listen to your intuition. Hello from the other side. Your spirit guides, angels, ancestors are saying, listen to your intuition. I don't know how many times I can say that in this read. Maybe more. Who knows? Don't be foolish. Fool in the Rain by Led Zeppelin. You have there's a chance of miscommunication, so just be really careful about how you're wording your wants and needs, okay? Think about love languages, okay? True North. I took the Read Less Traveled by, and it has made all the difference. You might be stepping into divine purpose and be having like a lot of confusing moments or very overwhelming moments. Your energy might be going from really, really high to really, really low. So be your authentic self, okay? Moldavite, major transformation, okay? Opening of your heart chakra, okay? Highly spiritual, energetic. This is incredible, momentous change. It's also about protection from our spirit guides. Capricorn energy with the garnet, glowing fire. So that's all, stirs up our inner chi. It's about being regal, which is about Sit Still, Look Pretty, that same kind of energy. It's about feeling safe and tethered. Say goodbye to negative and toxic energies and attachments, obsessions, addictions. And I'm just getting, too, from some energy from this, like, get out of your head a little bit. But you need to be balancing head and heart and making decisions with both, okay? The endless nature of energy cannot be created or destroyed. So you have some loop that you keep going through, and you need to change something, okay? Run the other direction, and that's you need to make a different decision is really the energy that I'm getting from that. You need to make decisions differently by balancing out those, balancing out your emotions. Pisces energy with aquamarine. It's about being calm and composed and cool-headed, okay? If you don't have an aquamarine, maybe you should get one. They are beautiful, by the way. Sagittarius energy with citrine, vitality, illumination, prosperity. That's Sagittarius energy, warm, positive energy that embodies sunshine. Okay, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So there's some strong Sag energy coming out there. Yeah, do something different. You got the bang your head, quiet riot. Definitely look at the Aquarius read, because some of you, if you're cuspers, that might be, or have Aquarius in your chart, you might need to watch that. So humble. Sit down, bitch, be humble. Know your worth, okay? But be confident and not arrogant. You might need to take a step back, right? Don't assume that you know all the answers. You need more information. Sit still. You know, and again, you know, you might be dealing with somebody who's a little bit narcissistic, but it also could be you. So take that where it goes, okay? It's not going to be the same for everyone. Ooh, had a bunch of cards flip out. So acceptance, there's some things that you need to accept. Aries energy with the diamond. And really what I'm getting is you need to be faithful to your value system, right? Don't morph yourself into somebody else's value system. Your values and morals matter. Moonstone, Cancer energy, intuition, balancing of emotions. Eric Carmen, all by myself. This is about a karmic partner, but it's also time for healing. There is something that is holding you back, Pisces. Some past situation, you know, could be the loss of someone or a relationship holding you back. And so it's really a call to heal, you know, so that, you know, you don't bleed on the people who didn't stab you, okay? Karmic lesson. There's a karmic lesson that you need to learn. And you need to get out of this I'm not enough for you energy. You are enough. You're just literally in your own way. Again, maybe watch Aquarius. There's so many things that are the same here. Radical validation. You really need somebody to validate that you're enough. You need to learn how to do that for yourself and really step out of that not thinking that you're good enough, okay? Because you are. Do the work. You know, if you want an incredibly wonderful partner, be an incredibly wonderful partner, okay? That's the ticket. You know, I mean, some people can't change and they're always going to be toxic. And, you know, if you're with somebody like that, definitely find somebody better. I'm not telling you, I don't want to tell you what to do. You have free will. But my best advice to you is if you want a great partner, be a great partner. And heal from your wounds so that you don't bleed on those who didn't hurt you, right? Think about the way that you communicate, and can I do that better? Can the person I'm with communicate better? How can I help them communicate better with me, right? It's not, you know, sometimes we have to tell people exactly what we want and need, and it's like you're holding back telling someone what you really want and need from them, okay? It's okay to speak the truth. And that's part of your karma is figuring out how to communicate those wants and needs and not sitting in disappointment because you're not getting what you want and need in a relationship. But be careful with it being demanding or ultimatums, right? We can communicate that we want something to change without it being like this or that, right? There's not always two sides. You know, sometimes there's a middle path or a gray area. Yo mama, anytime I get that card, I think about, you know, if you've lost a maternal figure or you are separated from a maternal figure, that person is with you or you need to reach out to that person, okay? 1111, you are on the right path. Slow down, take a deep breath. Never be afraid to sit a while and think. On the right path if you sit a while and think. Those things go together. Talk to people that you trust for advice. Not the ones who will be like, oh, screw that person, move on, they're not good enough for you, but people who give you less biased advice, okay? We do have to be careful when we're asking family and friends for advice that they don't immediately tell us that the person we're with is, oh, they're not good enough for you. We have to be very, very careful about that. Talk to somebody who's less biased, okay? That can give you really good feedback without saying, oh, you need to leave them or whatever. I did it before, I can do it again. You've been in a situation similar before. You will be okay. It may not be your fault what happened, but it is your responsibility to heal, and I've kind of said that throughout your whole reading. 1, 2, 3, 4, have faith and ascend. You have two very auspicious cards here with 11, 11, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't stop mid-conquer. You're almost there. Sit a while and think. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Okay, I don't want you to misinterpret this card. We do have to fight for what we want sometimes. But what it is saying is, don't just be passive with this, okay? Or don't be aggressively passive, right? Be clear about what you want. But think it through, okay? 888 karma, you got a lot of angel numbers going on. It's the most I've seen in any read, I think, in quite a while anyway. Let's get a couple more. So you definitely have some karmic situations that you need to tie up loose ends with. You need to think about how you're treating people. And I'm saying that in maybe you're too kind to some people and maybe you're too harsh with others. I don't mean that you're being a jerk. That's not what I mean at all. Also think about how others are treating you, okay? And have really, really clear boundaries with people that might be taking advantage of your kindness, or you might be lashing out because of emotions, okay? Sit a while and think. That is the best advice I can give you, Pisces, because it's like your emotions are running really high. Like I'm doing your reading and I'm like getting a little bit emotional. So focus and grow. Focus, focus, focus. Sometimes you make the right decision. Sometimes you make the decision right. So there might be something that you need to rethink that you've done and think about, wow, that may not have been the best thing to do, right? And maybe I can make it right. Amends are good. Amends are good. We have to think about the long view again, right? There are some things you learn best in calm and some in storm. So, with that Moldavite card coming out and the Tower card coming out, there's a lot of things changing in your life. And you might be feeling like things are really chaotic. So, overall, what I got from your read is you need to choose the path of peace. And you need to sit a while and think on things and not do things out of emotion. You're on the right path if you have faith in yourself, right? But karma is there. So think about your actions, right? Is your good karma bucket better than your bad karma bucket? And think about what you can, always we need to think about what we should do to improve ourselves, okay? Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It seems like you've been acting really rashly and emotionally. And again, it could be the person that you're with and not you. But you are a water sign, and so therefore you are emotional. But you might have somebody around you that also is impulsive and makes rash decisions. And that maybe gets you off kilter. So sit a while and think. I mean, that is literally the best advice I can give you. Sit a while and think. Let me get some runes for you. Righto, Perdro, and Sigil. Ooh, these are good. Some of you, I get a sense that you might actually physically be moving. It's saying slow down on taking a risk, though. But Sigil is a great rune of victory. So you might be on a soul journey, or you might actually be moving, or you might be going on a vacation, might be traveling. But you have, Perdro is sometimes called the dice cup, the middle rune there. And so something that has been hidden from you is going to come to light. And you did have that, right? The High Priestess and the Two of Swords there. It's like something's coming out. It could also be about things that you've been trying to keep to yourself. There might be, Perdro can also be about risks, and it can also be about if maybe there's something wrong and you haven't been able to figure out medically, you might need some kind of other healing, right? And then Sigil is just about victory. So it's like, again, sit still, think. It's a rune of great power. You have a lot of manifesting power right now. So it's like literally be careful what you wish for. it might be that you're working really, really hard and you need to rest with these runes together. Um, so you also could be in your head a lot, and so it's saying just take a step back, right? Sit, breathe, do some rest and relaxation. Make sure you're doing really good self-care. Um, your health is going to get better if you really take care of yourself, okay? So this rune can't be negative. It's a positive rune. So it's a positive rune cast all the way around. So let's get some advice from our fairies with the Fairy Dust Oracle cards. If you all want to know what decks I use, welcome to Night Veil deck, Mystic Tarot, Supernatural. I've got the Jane Austen deck over here, Wild Archetypes. These are, I can never Visions of the Soul. I mean, I didn't use all those. And then I have my personal decks that I've made, which is really fun if you're a reader to make your own deck, because you get different different energies from those. Okay, so Courage, Young Heart. These are the ones that fell out, and I was like, wait. Stand tall, don't let the love decrease, you're a warrior of peace. So it's balancing head and heart, okay? Taking the path of peace. Family, wherever you go, whatever you do, your family is here for you. You're on the right path. That is the 11, that's 1111. You're on the right path. Support. There's always help around when you ask. It can be found. And butterflies, whenever you see a butterfly flutter through the grass, it's to remind you of the love of those who've passed. So you've got releases here too, and I felt like, sometimes the only thing to do is laugh or cry. It's up to you. There's some things you need to release. Some things that, you feel maybe were unfair, that you've had to go through. Maybe so, but what's better for you is to be able to move on, move forward, and live a life of contentment and peace. So I really want you to think about that. Your read was fraught with a lot of emotions. I mean, so I was literally getting like agitated as I did the reading, so you might be feeling that way. So really just take a step back. Think about what you need to do. Think about what is the best course of action. Take the long view, okay? I hope this was helpful, Pisces. I apologize it's taken me so long to get through these reads. I've had a lot going on in my life, and health issues for me and a close family member, and so it's been a little crazy. So I understand, feeling like things are out of control. There are some times that things are out of our control, right? So, but I hope that this helps you. I hope it gives, sheds some light for you. And I'm sending all my love and light to you. Thank you to all of those who are subscribing, sharing, liking, commenting. I truly appreciate it. It helps my channel. And I hope to see you again soon. You all take care.